Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been putting off talking about this one for a while now. Not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now it's time. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer was pleasantly surprised that the electric bike arrived ahead of schedule, and the packaging was incredibly thorough. Be prepared with sturdy scissors and something to manage all the zip ties. Having some bike mechanic experience certainly helps with assembly, and the provided manual and tools were sufficient for our reviewer's needs. However, recognizing that many buyers might be new to bike assembly, this client wanted to share some helpful tips. First, orient yourself to the bike as if you were already riding it to easily distinguish left from right. Pedal installation is crucial. Each pedal is marked L and R, indicating left and right, respectively, to be installed on the corresponding crank arm. Both pedals should be threaded forward towards the front of the bike to ensure they tighten as you pedal. Our reviewer notes that the tail light only activates when the bike is powered on, while the headlight can be turned on even when the bike is off, so be mindful to avoid unintentionally draining the battery. This is a heavier bike than a standard one, making it difficult to pedal without battery assistance, so keep battery levels in mind. Having assistance when installing the front tire is highly recommended, and you might need to disconnect and slightly straighten the headlight wire to properly reach its mounting point. The bike's speedometer indicates a top speed of 25 mph, but our reviewer remains skeptical and plans to verify the accuracy with a GPS app. Assembly was relatively straightforward overall. The bike feels responsive and quick. The appearance is also great, and the seat, surprisingly, is comfortable and even matches the hand grips. While generally happy with the bike, this client anticipates upgrading the tires in the future, which is a common practice for them with new bikes. Hopefully this insight helps others in their journey.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer thinks this e-bike offers a pretty good riding experience, especially considering the price point. The motor definitely packs a punch, providing plenty of power when you need it. However, be aware that the display might show inflated numbers for speed and distance. Our reviewer discovered that the factory settings miscalculate these figures. The fix involves diving into the settings and tweaking the wheel diameter. Even after this adjustment, the displayed distance was still a bit higher than what a GPS app on a smartphone reported. On flat ground, using only the electric motor, either with the throttle or pedal assist, the maximum speed was around 19 mph. This client noted it's notably less than the advertised 25 plus mph. The e-bike accelerates quickly depending on the pedal assist setting you choose. There are 5 levels, each providing a different speed range. Our reviewer also shared that you can accelerate more gradually by gently using the throttle without pedaling. When tackling hills using only electric power, the bike maintained a speed of approximately 11-13 mph, which varied based on the steepness of the incline and the rider's weight. Regarding range, this client estimates you can get around 25-30 miles on electric power alone, depending on the terrain. If you pedal along, that range will likely increase significantly. This reviewer believes that the advertised 70-mile range is based on the inaccurate distance measurements from the default settings. After adjusting the wheel diameter in the settings to correct for this, you could realistically achieve just over 50 miles with a good amount of pedal effort. The bike's display does have programmable settings, but the options for customization are somewhat limited.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer initially felt that this electric bike was a decent choice for anyone wanting a budget-friendly way to get into pedal-assisted cycling. After the first few rides, things seemed promising. However, our reviewer experienced a significant issue shortly thereafter. After using the bike for commuting, they discovered the rear tire was completely flat. Upon closer inspection, a tiny hole near the valve stem was found, causing the deflation. This client was very disappointed, and as a result, drastically lowered the initial rating. It was suggested that potential buyers might be better off investing in a higher quality e-bike, even if it meant spending more. Later on, an attempt to return the product proved frustrating, with the shipping costs being almost as high as a significant portion of the purchase price. The reviewer was upset that they had to invest their time and money rectifying an issue stemming from a product built with subpar components. Fortunately, the situation improved somewhat. Our reviewer contacted the bike's distributor, who, instead of processing a refund, offered to send a replacement tire. A helpful video was also provided, demonstrating how to install the new tube. This client is hopeful the replacement tube will be more durable and acknowledged the distributor's responsiveness and helpfulness in resolving the problem. In the end, this reviewer still considers this scooter a good product, chalking up the tire issue to receiving a faulty tube. The recommendation to purchase stands, with the updated rating reflecting the initial problem and the subsequent resolution.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.